Right now we're seeing the strongest storm of the season. Heavy rain slamming our county as flood concerns grow.
We do have crews all over San Diego tracking the heaviest downpours and how this storm is affecting your neighborhood. Thanks for being with us. I'm Virginia Chow.
And I'm Jason Martinez. We got to start right away with Megan here because you're really not seeing an end in sight in the near future.
Yeah, this is going to be an all-day rain event. It's really not until this evening that we're really going to start to see that rain taper off. Widespread rain is impacting the county right now. As we get to pinpoint Doppler Live, you can actually see all of our 5 radar sweeps going. Heavy rain in the mountains and in Borrego Springs. It is lighter for most of the county right now, but it's not going to stay that way for very long. There's even some red indicating that very, very heavy rainfall, over an inch per hour. And down in the South Bay, mostly light rain all the way up through Mission Valley. So now is potentially a good time to head out to work before that more widespread heavy rain picks up. So these cells are moving from the south. So most of that rain that you see, this heavier rain, is going to be going into San Clemente, but that next cell arriving in Camp Pendleton about 7:30 this morning. And Coronado, this camera has just been shaking. The trees have been whipping around, almost bending in half. It is extremely windy. We're seeing gusts near 40 miles per hour up and down our coastline. So flight delays possible today due to those strong winds and down trees and power lines. It's really not until this evening that those showers really start to taper off, or that heavy widespread rain tapers off, and temperatures won't be climbing too much from right now. I'll talk more about this storm when I come back with your full forecast. And Kalina, it is slow going this morning.
It really is. This is a look at the crash we have on the 15 freeway at Poway Road. It has taken a while for them to clear it up. We have activity happening in the center divider and also on that far right lane, pretty much on the shoulder. This traffic just really starts to bunch up as you head toward where this crash actually is. So if you are about to head out, you might get stuck in this. Again, this is out on the 15 freeway. Heading out to our map this morning, we are hearing reports of a new crash. This is another one, again, in North County, 78 East at Melrose. We have the left lane blocked off by one of the cars involved, and then the shoulder has the other car involved. We already had traffic through this area because of the flooding and the other crash that we had there, so just a heads up as you head out. New problem, overturned car flipped over 8 West at Taylor. The left lane is blocked out there, and then look at that backup on the 805 because of the crash we have. This overall would take you about 45 minutes to get through. Jason, Virginia.
All right, thank you so much, Kalina. Now we want to get to 10 News reporter Jared Aarons, who has been all around the county this morning.
And Jared, you've experienced the slick roads yourself this morning. You know firsthand why the CHP is telling people to slow it down.
Absolutely. We've seen a handful of crashes this morning. Right now, the rain up here in this Torrey Highlands area where we are on the 56 near Camino del Sur, the rain let up, but the wind, you can see these trees shaking next to me. The wind has picked up, and Highway Patrol is doing everything they can to give drivers the message. We can zoom in on the freeway overpass a little ways down, and you can see this sign. They've had these signs up all night telling people, don't speed in the rain, save a life. That is their message. We saw one crash earlier this morning where a driver lost control and flipped their car off of the 67. People that stopped to help were amazed that that person survived.
I used to be a firefighter in upstate New York, so I've seen hundreds of these, and a lot of the times when they're rolled over like this, you don't see them come out as well as she did, as fast as she did.
And that driver got out of the car with the help of paramedics and those good Samaritans who stopped on the road and walked to the ambulance, talking to paramedics the whole time. It seems like she'll be okay, but the car, not so much. You can see it sitting on its side. This is on the side of the freeway near Riverford Road. The word is that she lost control, spun out, hit the guardrail, and then flipped on her side. People that stopped to help say they couldn't tell if she was alive or not when they first got there. They had to peel the windshield off with their bare hands to get to her and help her out. Again, she was taken to the hospital, and it seems to be all right. But those are the kinds of crashes that we are seeing this morning. A lot of cars losing control, crashing into a guardrail or the center divide and blocking traffic on the freeway. So make sure that you don't put yourself in that position. Slow down. Like these signs say, don't speed in the rain. It's simply not worth it. Live in Torrey Highlands, Jared Aarons, 10 News.
Thank you, Jared. 10 News reporter Mimi Alcala live near Fashion Valley Mall. Mimi, we expect that road to flood when there's heavy rain. Just how bad is it this time?
It is just how it always is every single time we get that significant rainfall. You can see the river flowing right behind me. It is overflowing and crossing the street here. We do have some video to show you. The roads are blocked off here on Avenida del Rio at Camino de la Reina. Police put up some caution tape earlier this morning, making sure no one crosses through the barriers. So just keep that in mind as you head out this morning. If you are headed to the mall as well, this is a known trouble spot designed and prone to flood every time we do get that significant rainfall. The water is coming down from the mountains, and because it'll be raining all day, this is what you'll continue to see. So remember to never drive through flooded areas, because just 12 inches of rushing water can carry a car away. So just be safe out there. Remember to never drive through those flooded areas. We're live near Fashion Valley Mall this morning. Mimi Alcala, 10 News.
And this right now in the 10 News Live Center, we are just learning that 50 homes in Sausalito, this is just north of San Francisco, have been evacuated because of a mudslide in that area. Now, here's some video that we have online. You can somewhat see the damage done here, and this has been going on since this morning. This area has been just hit with this huge storm. Certain areas have seen almost 5 inches of rain. Now, one of the houses here actually crashed into another house, and neighbors there say that this mudslide sounded like a train barreled through their homes. Firefighters there had to rescue a woman. Here's some video of that. She was alert, and she was taken to a hospital here. She was thanking the firefighters on her way out. Just a little bit of pain there as well. But this is a huge storm in this area. We have, again, evacuations, more concerns of flooding here as well. So we'll continue to track this for you and bring you more updates happening in Northern California. Guys?
Thank you so much, Kalina. Of course, you can track the rain as it moves over your neighborhood by downloading our free 10 News app. Just go to the App Store and search for 10 News.
And we're learning about a possible motive for that shooting into a Hillcrest restaurant Tuesday night. The restaurant manager says the shooting may have started with an argument days before. Police say Stefano Parker fired 19 rounds from a rifle into the Asian Bistro restaurant while employees and diners were inside. Miraculously, nobody was hit. The restaurant's manager says he saw a man he believes was Parker outside the restaurant a few nights ago, and says he got into some sort of fight with about 5 men.
Sick look on his face, and smirking, smiling, and he was stumbling and incoherent, couldn't understand what he was saying, and I got creeped out.
Well, the manager says he believes that fight may have been a motive for the shooting. We dug into Parker's background. Turns out he pled guilty to felony murder in Alabama and was sentenced to 20 years in prison. He served just 4 years. Police say they found disturbing posts on Parker's Facebook that led them to look into whether the shooting was a hate crime.
Overnight, lawmakers put the finishing touches on a spending package that could avert another government shutdown. Both the House and Senate expected to vote on the border security compromise bill today. And even though it doesn't contain the billions President Trump had wanted for a border wall, he is expected to sign that deal to avoid another partial shutdown. More than 7 million Americans are at least 3 months behind on their car payments. At least that's according to the Federal Reserve Bank of New York. As part of our Making It in San Diego initiative, we are looking into ways that can help you get your payments back on track and save your credit. NerdWallet suggests you educate yourself on what you still owe. Also, ask for a deferment on the loan while you come up with a plan. They say you may need to think about trading your car in for one that fits your budget better. And most importantly, they say call your lender and ask about working out a solution.
Happening today, what better way to say I do on this Valentine's Day than with your puppies in your wedding? The Helen Woodward Animal Center is teaming up with the county to offer orphaned puppies as ring bearers and flower girls in weddings today. Couples can walk into the county's downtown office, get a marriage license, and then have a special wedding right after. Appointments are required at other locations, and then the puppies will be put up for adoption. Couples can come down from 8 this morning until 5 tonight.
So if Valentine's Day managed to sneak up on you this year, don't worry, you're not alone. So just check out 10news.com if you want to get a complete list of last-minute gift ideas. You'll find everything from the classic flowers and candy to how to prepare the perfect home-cooked meal. You can find that list under the Exploring San Diego tab.
Cooked meal might be a good idea today because inches of rainfall have already fallen across San Diego. I have 10 News Futurecast fired up to pinpoint when the worst of it will be over.
A vape pen exploding inside a plane. Airlines say this is exactly why they want you to put it inside your carry-on.
A man attacked by a mountain lion, and he survived to tell the story, what he had to do to get away.
And a La Mesa man is everyone's favorite neighbor. His daily routine that